Good morning, everybody. Kathy Hawk here. We're going into Thanksgiving week, and you know how I believe in how clarity, part of how clarity operates, is that everything is perfect. And what do I mean by perfect? I mean that it is as it should be, not fussy perfect, not that kind of perfect, but the kind of perfect where you just know that even if you don't quite know the answers, it's just the most important thing. So, knowing that, I thought today would be a really good time because we're breaking tradition, right? That's what's happening this Thanksgiving. We are breaking the how we used to do it totally and going into a whole new creative cycle. And that's where your energy fields come in. And I wrote about as a subject for today is energy vampires. Well, here's how that works. We have your field, that's you and the 2.5 feet around you, the width of your arms. We figured that out. So you can imagine that you have wave patterns of thoughts that go out from your head, just like a radio station. So let me explain that. Let me get it right there for you because it creates waves. So let's back it up. A thought is an electromagnetic signal. A thought's in here. An electromagnetic signal that travels in waves. Waves, see the waves here, through fields. So imagine, let's just say a thought is just as a radio program. Let's call it that because you all know how that works. We have the radio station somewhere. The broadcast goes out into the fields. Nobody sees it. It's invisible. It travels invisibly. And it goes to a receiver. So that's how fields work. So the first, when you have a thought, is it travels in a wave. The first receiver is you. It's your body. And your body, we've covered this many, many times. And in our book, it's covered even more. The first receiver is your body. And that is the vibrational frequency that happens either positively or negatively. And that wave pattern can be drawn like a wave pattern, just like all waves. They have a peak and a valley, a peak and a valley. So your first receiver is your body. So let's call this you, your personal field. And it is you and the 2.5 feet around you. So then your thoughts can travel to other fields. And the first field we call the near field, right there. And then there's the remote field, or the farther away. So the waves get diluted over time and distance. But the near field is still pretty strong. So just like the radio station, if your head is the transmitter and you're sending thoughts to people near you, people and things near you, you've got to understand that the near field is also sending, it has fields. Your near field is also sending thoughts into your field. And so that is why it is so important that in these times that you learn, that I help you and all the other things that you study, learn to do what we call hold your field, so that you don't let vampire or people that can dilute your energy or drain you, that they're not coming in from this field and affecting you here. So how do you do that? How do you hold your field? Well, the first thing is that you hold it by holding a positive thought, by having a mantra. We call it a mantra. It can be like a statement or a prayer that can be that you have positive thoughts that you keep sending out. And what happens is they will negate those powerful thoughts, can create almost like a barrier. And in the barrier, you can, I'm going to say, repel. So this, when you learn how to do it right, not repel the person, nothing mean here, but you repel the thoughts. So that's what you want to do. You want to, if there's negativity coming at you, or in the field, you want to be able to stop it. And you'll see energy masters. You'll see it in Tai Chi or Qigong, they'll do this or, do that. And when I was first getting an understanding of energy, invisible energy, and how it traveled, I studied with a Qigong master, and we even have a video about that, that's on our website. So how it is that you hold this bubble. I've talked about the biofield as being a bubble around you that lets you stay positive, so that the messages that you're sending out are messages that are positive, that will be a way to nurture or help the other fields. So if these are your loved ones, people that you work with, you want them to be receiving positivity from you. Then we have the remote field. So this field here is totally out of your control. You have no control over it. It is the virus, it is the stock market, it's the economy. So this is no control. And this you can influence. Of course, your positivity can influence others. Of course it can. But so why is it so important to not let the thought energy coming in from the remote field into your field and draining you, is because it will only drain your immune system if you do that. It'll weaken you. Let me put it like that. It'll weaken you, and you want to stay strong. You want to hold your field and stay strong. So if you let the negativity from here that you have no control over, so you might want to limit how much you're accessing the news, or really limit how much you're letting messaging come in here. All right, what podcasts are you listening to? Are they positive? Are they helpful, or are they not helpful? Are they fear producing? So fear lowers your immune system. And that's what I wanted you to really think about going into the holiday weekend. You've got so much to be grateful for. So if you send your gratitudes out on a nice high vibrational wave pattern into these fields, what you will find out is that you, by focusing on what you're responsible for broadcasting. So let's go back to that. And so you can broadcast loving thoughts, supportive thoughts, informative thoughts that are, instead of being fear-based, they are based in information and trust that you rely on. So that is my message for you today, is to really, really hold in your personal field, hold your field, and be positive, and realize that your field is influencing these other fields. So that's a good graphic to draw, and to think about that. Think about your where your thoughts are going. I always say they're trespassers in other fields, but the trespassers here can come into your field too, and that's what I want you to be careful about. So I wish you the best Thanksgiving ever, and live lights on, be lights on, and